crew, it's ibyl, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all my favorite natural oils and essential oils. Stay tuned. So one of my top natural oils is jojoba oil. I even used jojoba oil when I was loose natural, and I love that it is not too thick. It's like mid, I'd say light to medium, and it is very similar to our natural hair oil, and it is used to seal in moisture. So it's best applied when your hair is wet and it locks in the moisture versus coating the hair. It just seals in the moisture. I have this 365 Everyday Value brand. I typically get the, I want to say it's the Now Essential Oils brand. Excuse me, the Now Natural Oils brand. But this is what I picked up recently because I had run out of jojoba oil. And this can be used on your face, it can be used on your hair, it can be used by itself, applied directly to your scalp, or you can mix it with other oils. So jojoba is one of my top oils. Let me know below if you all use jojoba oil. Alright, so another oil that I use, and I always use this one mixed in with other oils. I have yet to use it by itself, but now that I have a new bottle of it, I'm going to use it by itself. It's really light compared to the other oils that I'm going to share with you today. And it is good for sensitive skin, sensitive scalp, as well as all hair types. And that is a grapeseed oil. So it's really light, really light. Because it's so light, it's easily absorbed into the hair. Alright, so my next favorite natural oil is sweet almond oil. And I use this for skin as well as hair. Almond oil is really similar to olive oil, similar in thickness, similar in benefits as well. Almond oil protects and moisturizes the hair, removes buildup from dead skin cells on the scalp, which helps to stimulate the scalp for growth. All right, my next oil is castor oil, and I'm almost out of this as well. And this time I got the Heritage Store brand, which I also have the Heritage Store Rosewater brand. But this is very thick, and castor oil has antibacterial, antifungal properties. It's good for hair loss. It's so thick. I typically use it as like a pre-wash, and I rinse it out when I'm washing it. So I don't usually let the castor oil stay in my hair. So I use it as a pre-wash, and I usually rinse it out afterwards. I will be sharing a video with more specifics about how I apply these oils, like actually sharing with you all me making my combined oil mixture with the essential oil, as well as me actually applying it to my hair and when I apply it. But this is kind of overview of my favorite oils. The castor oil is also good for the scalp in fighting infections because of its antibacterial, antifungal properties. Castor oil moisturizes and nourishes the scalp. I typically, like I said, I may mix almond oil, jojoba oil, grapeseed all together, or I may use almond oil by itself, jojoba oil by itself. I've yet to use grapeseed oil by itself. But I never mix in the castor oil with those oils all at once. Like I said, the castor oil I typically put as something as a pre-wash to get some moisture in my hair, and I typically do that maybe 8 to 16 weeks. I don't have it with me because I've run out. It's apricot oil. I use apricot oil, and I typically use it in a mixture. I've also used it independently. Any of these natural oils can be used as a carrier oil to go along with your essential oils. All right. So my favorite essential oils, we have tea tree oil, which is also known as melaleuca. And that's something I recently learned. I've heard tea tree, and recently, well not recently, maybe within the last year I heard of melaleuca, and I didn't know melaleuca and tea tree were the same thing. So this is melaleuca, which is the same thing as tea tree. It has these antibacterial properties, so it's good for cleansing. Something I put in shampoo, makes the cleans the scalp, and it helps to reduce any, you know, clogged pores and things like that. I've yet to put it in oil. Typically I've put it in shampoo. Alright, peppermint, that's another essential oil that is a fave. I use the peppermint oil in a diffuser. I use it in shampoo, and I've also used it in an oil, with a carrier oil. And peppermint oil smells good. It gets the scalp tingling, cool tingling. Also tea tree oil does a cool tingling. Peppermint oil opens up the senses, so having it on your hair, just nostrils are just open. So as a result of it stimulating the hair follicles, it stimulates hair growth. Alright, so we have rosemary. And rosemary I love to use in my diffuser, but because of the properties in rosemary, it's also good for the hair to put in your carrier oil. Rosemary is good for conditioning the hair, for hair growth. It's good for promoting hair growth. Also, I recently found out that it is good for reducing early graying. And as I showed you all, I got some grays like popping out here. So I need to get on this rosemary more frequently. Like I said, I've been using it mostly for diffusing in my diffuser, but I need to start putting it with my carrier oil so I can combat these grays. Your girl is too youthful to begin some grays. I know with the grays, much of it is genetic and sometimes it's stress related. But whatever I can use naturally that will help, hey, I'm all for it. Sure, it won't hurt, it'll only help. Rosemary is also good for strengthening the hair follicles. These have been the different oils, natural oils that I love using, and the essential oils that I enjoy using. Some tips for you all, and I've shared a few tips through the earlier part of the video, but keep in mind that less is best. Our hair produces its own natural oils. Now when you wash it, you strip the hair in a way, so you want to replenish those oils, but you don't want to overdo it. So you want to use any of these oils in moderation. And also when you're adding the essential oil into your carrier oil, you only want to use 2 or 3 drops, so you want to use it in moderation. And as far as your carrier oil, applying it to your natural oil, applying it to your scalp, whether it's in a mixture or individually, you want to use in moderation. You don't want to overdo it. Apply your natural oils to damp hair. Oftentimes if you apply it to dry hair, it'll just sit on the top of your head. It won't soak in. So try applying it to damp hair. Also, essential oils, you never want to apply those directly to the scalp or directly to your skin. You want to put those 2 or 3 drops into a carrier oil. And any of the natural oils that I've shared, like the almond, jojoba, grapeseed, apricot, are carrier oils. You want to aim to get oils that assist you in whatever your hair needs to improve in or what you want to maintain. When you are applying the natural oils, focus on applying them directly to your scalp. Now, after you apply them direct to your scalp, whatever's left on your hand, you can rub through your hair, but your goal is not to saturate your locks, it's to aim for the scalp. The health of your locks or your hair is right at your scalp. This is where the new hair is coming out, this is where the hair is growing, this is where things are being stimulated. So you want to make sure to take care of your scalp, and you want to make sure to moisturize at your scalp. These are my favorites. These are oils that work for me, and I've switched out a few. Like I said, I'm out of apricot oil, so I haven't been using it as of lately, but it's still one of my faves. Jojoba has, like I said, been a staple for me for a while, but you have to try out oils if someone gives suggestions of some or you read about them. you have to try them out and you know, see what works for you. Because while these are my favorites, you may try these and you may get a completely different response to them. I used to use coconut oil, but I have not as of lately. And I have like some mixed feelings about coconut oil. As of lately, I haven't been using it, but I have in the past. But some of you may, like, they may be your top one, but for now, for me, it's not. But it used to be a part of the oils I use. But yeah, you want to make sure that you test out and see what works for your hair. And just because it may be a top list of someone else doesn't mean it'll work well for you. Also keep in mind that the oils you use may be different based on the season. You may find that in the summertime, your hair does well with a certain type of oil, but in the wintertime, it does better with another type of oil. And as I shared earlier, you can use these oils separately, or you can mix them together. The only one I would mix in with the rest would be the castor oil, but the other natural oils, you can mix them together and put them in like a little spray bottle. As I shared, I will do a mixture video in the future, or you can use them individually. And I typically apply my oils right after a wash, and I rarely in between apply any more oil. The only time I will is if I'm trying to stretch out my wash, meaning I'm being lazy and procrastinating on my wash, I may. But typically from wash to wash is when I oil my scalp. In between, I use rose water. How frequently do you all apply your oil? Do you apply it just randomly once a week? Do you apply it just when you wash? Like, let me know in the comments below, what are your favorite natural oils and why? What are your favorite essential oils and why? And thank you for tuning in. Day 5 of Vlogmas is in the books, and you all are still rocking with me. We got 20 more days. I hope you all have been enjoying the content as much as I've been enjoying making these videos. Like you all, these videos are my creative outlet. It gives me a chance to express myself and just to share my journey. Like 8 years in the game with these locks, you know, and I'm still learning, of course, but I've learned quite a bit along the way. So to be able to share what I've learned with you all is awesome. Because I know a lot of you are just starting your journey, or if you have mature locks, maybe you've changed the way you maintain your locks. But there's always new information that, you know, one person may not have been aware of or may not have known. And coming across this video allows you and others to just share in the knowledge and learning about locks. And once again, you take the information and you apply what works for you and test and see, you know, how any of this information can help you in any kind of way. And even if it's passing it on to someone else. Also, keep in mind that when you all comment below, people come across this video, they're not only seeing what I have to share, but they also have a wealth of information in the comments. You all, even though some of you all are newbies, you've done your research, so you all know quite a bit as well. So I appreciate when you all chime in and share your favorites along with whatever I'm talking about in the video, because people will peruse the comments and they'll be learning after the video has stopped. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button, because I'm making videos every day for you for the next 20 days. And remember to keep it fly, keep it fabulous, and I will see your beautiful faces in the next video. Peace.